Hi, I'm Justin with Warne, and today we're going to be doing an install video on our Maxima Quick Detach rings. We're also going to be saying some of the features and benefits along the way. Right now on this Winchester Model 70, we actually have a scope mounted up. It's a Leupold VX6. This is a 1:6. We've checked that the chamber is empty on this firearm and it's safe. So we're going to remove this scope. There's a lot of different reasons why you may want to run quick detach rings. In this case, we have two different scopes in the same series, different powers for different applications. So we have a 1:6 and a 3:18, and these scopes could be zeroed individually, and you could swap them out for whatever needs that you have, and they're pre-zeroed to the gun. You're also not going to lose zero when you remove them. We guarantee that our quick detach rings will return to zero every time. When you were to buy these rings and you pull them out of the package, they'll be fully assembled just like they are on this scope tube. The first thing that we're going to do is remove the screws and take everything apart. What you're going to get when you take them apart is you're going to end up with two ring halves as well as a recoil key. Now this recoil key is a little bit different than that of our Maxima fixed rings. There's a small notch taken out of the side of one side. So this key will fit into the ring only one way, so you really can't screw it up. But what we're going to do is take the rings and we're going to mount them onto the scope tube first. In this case, I want my levers on the right hand side. You can run them on either side, it doesn't matter, but I prefer them on the right hand side, so when I have the rifle slung, the levers aren't going to catch on my pack or my clothes or anything like that. So the side that has the screws are going to go on the left hand side of the scope. And the way that we'll install these is that we'll take the other half and place it on with the recoil key inside. Now, how I mentioned that little notch is going to go toward the levered side of the ring, and you put that up inside, and we are going to just start all four screws. And the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and tighten down the bottom two screws. You don't have to torque them yet, but tighten them down all the way. And what that does is it secures that recoil key. We're going to do the same thing with the other ring on the rear of the scope. Now that both rings are somewhat installed on the scope tube, we're actually going to torque all four of the bottom screws. The torque value that we place on these screws is 25 inch-pounds. I'd recommend using our TW1 T-handle torque wrench. It's preset for 25 inch-pounds, and it's a T15 Torx bit. That's the same bit size that is every screw on this ring. So we are going to go and just tighten till this wrench clicks over on all four of the bottom screws. Keep in mind that the top screws are just started, maybe a thread, maybe two. The next step, we're going to loosen the levers. In this case, I already have them loose, and you're going to try to align it with your bases. In this case, we have a two-piece Maxima steel base set on this gun. There's two slots on the front base. I'm going to choose the rearmost slot because it's going to give me the most amount of adjustment for eye relief. And we're going to try to guess about where we're going to align, and you're going to drop it onto the bases. Now it's important with this next step, we're going to tighten the levers. You want to push each ring forward toward the muzzle as you tighten that, and what that does is it seats the front face of that recoil slot against the face of the base. There's a little bit of play. You always want to push them forward. And when you push them forward, it gives nowhere for the ring to move under recoil. And pushing both of them forward ensures that both of your recoil keys are working for you. So while placing pressure forward on the ring, I'm going to tighten this lever, and just thumb and forefinger tight, just snug it up is all it needs. I'm going to do the same thing with the rear ring. Now you'll notice that when I tighten these levers, they're not exactly pointing the same direction. One feature of these rings is that I can pull out on the lever turn it to my desired location and it will snap back in so I can get these pointed the same way. So what I'll do is I'll just pull out on the lever and I will align it to the desired location. And when I let go, it'll snap back in. Now my levers are pointed the same direction. You can have the levers pointed up if you want, down if you want, any which way. The only way that I wouldn't recommend are in toward the ejection port, so when your brass is ejecting, it's not going to hit it and push it back into the chamber. The next step is we're actually going to level our reticle and set our eye relief. It's important when setting eye relief to do it on maximum power and to do it in the prone shooting position. That's when your eye relief is the most critical. After we've leveled our reticle and set our eye relief, you're going to go back and tighten your top screws. There's 4 of these screws as well, and they are the same torque as the bottom screws, which is 25 inch-pounds. I'm going to use the TW1 torque wrench for this as well. And we will tighten all 4 screws until the wrench clicks over. And that's it. If I wanted to remove the scope, all I do are loosen or unscrew my 2 levers, about 2 or 3 turns, and it'll remove off the bases. Every time I go to reattach the scope, you want to do the same procedure, which is placing it on the base, and just like we did before when we were installing them, applying pressure forward toward the muzzle as you tighten both of your levers. And again, thumb and forefinger tight. You don't need to put a tool on it. You don't need to apply pliers or anything like that. Just thumb and forefinger is plenty enough torque. And that's it. I can now switch between these scopes as I want, a 1 to 6 or a 3 to 18. Thanks for watching.